it's your girl Kane. Welcome back to my channel. This is not a story time. This is a open book, all about Kane video. So, like all my other videos, I want to thank all my subscribers, family members. We family right now, okay? So like I said, I got some cousins. Everybody said they want to be cousins. I got some aunts, I got some uncles in here, nieces, nephews, and I got some sisters. So, when you subscribe and you come in this channel, this one big family, you pick a family member you want to be in mine, and that's who you're going to be for this whole entire journey. So, I asked y'all to ask me some questions. So, one of my family members, my subscribers, she hit me up and was like, she requested a video where y'all can ask me questions about myself and I answer the questions. So yeah, I don't got a problem with that because I tell y'all, this transparent channel and I don't got a problem with keeping it real. So I got some questions. Y'all, I'm battling asthma right now, but it's not getting the best of me. Just know that. So I got some questions on the community board, and I got some questions in my email. So we're gonna start off with the basics about your girl Kane. I got a few questions asking, when is my birthday? My birthday is September. I'm a Virgo. September 8th. Big Virgo energy. I love all the other signs. Y'all alright. But when it comes to Virgos, I'm sorry. We run this world. We run this world. That's all I can say. I done got into numerous arguments with people because they think their sign. No. I got some like Taurus and some Libra, some Leo, in my moon chart. A lot of people would be like, are you a Taurus? Did you act, No, I'm a Virgo. When I first meet people, I kind of come off, like people would be like, are you okay? I'm good. I'm great. All the Virgos, they know what I'm talking about. We are like the queens and kings of RBF, resting bitch face. So, I could be the happiest person in the world. Somebody will look at me and they'll be like, are you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm ecstatic. But my face don't show it. So I'm just kind of working on that. But to answer those questions, I'm a Virgo. I'm a big Virgo. My birthday's September 8th. Shout out to all the Virgos. September Virgos. I don't really get along with August Virgos. I don't know why. Y'all. The August Virgos, I don't get along with. I think maybe about 2 or 3 that I actually do get along with. But the rest of them, y'all weird. So, I'm a September Virgo and I'm claiming. And that's it. So yeah. Second question was, what made me decide to become a content creator on YouTube? So y'all, once upon a time, you would not catch me sitting in front of a camera. I didn't want nobody putting a camera on me. I had to take my own pictures. Take my own pictures and make sure they come out right. I don't know. I used to be just a YouTube viewer. I would just go around. I would be viewing other people's, their vlogs, their life. And I'd be like, oh, that's dope. Like, tuned in. Go to work, come home, tune in. I tried to start YouTubing in 2022. It was just really hard, being in a toxic environment. But when I lost my daughter, my life spiraled out of control. Literally. I voiced that in some other videos. And January, I think, was when I was like, I'm looking at the camera and I'm like, make a video. That's what I said to myself. Make a video and start over. It's never too late. And I always tell people that. My sister and one of my close friends, you know, they be like, I want to do this or I want to do that, but I feel like it's too late. You know, I should have been in my 20s. And I always tell, it's never too late. It's never too late to do anything. Whenever you start something and it takes off, that was your time. So it's never too late to do anything. And if you want to do it, start over as many times as you want. Even with my clothing brand, I didn't start my clothing brand over, rebrand thousands of times, okay? Until the right people caught eye on it. It's never too late. So that's what made me want to start, you know, YouTubing. So that's what made me want to become a content creator. I wanted to tell my story. That's really what it was. I wanted to tell my story. Because everybody else is telling their story. And it's literally stories. It's half of the things that I hear about myself to this very day is stories. Ain't none of it true. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to tell my stories. I always wanted to write a book. So I'm like, instead of writing a book, I'm going to do a public virtual book. I have diaries, y'all. I actually have diaries where I used to sit and write everything that happened in my day. So most of these story times, they come out of that diary. I go to one of my diaries, I open it up. I'm going to do a story time in this. And I just don't put everything in the story time for certain reasons. I already voiced that. So we're going to go to the next question. Somebody asked me, where does the nickname Kane come from? I needed a whole segment for that question. All right. I used to go by so y'all, once upon a time, my brothers was in the music industry. They were not all the way in, but they were there. In the midst of me running in the streets, one of my brothers asked me to get on a song with them.
The baddest bitch, yeah, she go by Lucci. That's right. Only fuck with real niggas, 100 racks in Gucci. I'm getting that money on the hush. Rats flying, giving me a rush. Round of applause, no rocker, make my ass clap. No hands, need 'em free.
I got on the song. I wrote my verses. They liked it. Got on the song. Right after I got on the song, I got on the airplane. I went to the airport so I can go do more illegal street stuff. Okay. I just felt the song really wasn't gonna go anywhere. The song had some buzz for a little while. It really didn't go anywhere because of the people that decided to get attached to the song. When I presented the song to this person, I had went by the name Susan Lucci. Y'all probably know who Susan Lucci is. If anybody watching me on this channel, if y'all are, you know, up in age, y'all are 80s babies, early 90s babies, or 70s babies, y'all know who Susan Lucci is. I used to watch Susan Lucci on TV. My mother didn't really want me watching that nonsense, but so I changed my name, like my stage name, to Susan Lucci. So we were getting a buzz, like I said. We were getting a buzz with this song. I was getting a buzz with my name. There was some artists that, you know, they wanted to use my voice, like sample my voice, pay me, different things of that nature. One day, I created an Instagram account under the name Susan Lucci. So I'm just, you know, running around with this Instagram account for months, maybe like almost to a year. And I'm noticing that I'm getting crazy buzz on Instagram. It's getting ads. I'm getting mad friend requests. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I'm thinking I'm hot shit on my own. But come to find out, the real Susan Lucci had a little event, and there was like people who had pictures. You know, they tagging at Susan Lucci, and everything's coming to my account, like celebrities and everything. So I'm showing everybody. I'm like, look, like this person and this person. And so one day, a couple of days after, it's a small story time. One of the days, a couple of days after, the real Susan Lucci comes to my DM. And she says, I'm trying to get verified and I can't because you have my name. So I'm like, is this real? Is this fake? Because she didn't have no blue check. Okay, so I go to her page and she's up there in the followers. Like, I mean, up there. And it's really her. Like, I'm going on her story. It's really her. So I'm ecstatic. I'm like, okay, so what do I got to do? So she's like, you know, if I could pay you, you know, because I see you really like the name, but this is my actual name. So I'm like, yeah, I understand that. But Instagram can't verify me because you have the name. So I'm like, okay. All right. So her name there was it was Susan Lucci, but it was like Susan _ Lucci or something like that. It wasn't how I had Susan Lucci. That was just my name on Instagram. So I told the person, and the person is like, we'll get the money from her. But you know, I'm not a money hungry person. I'm not into, this is this lady's legal name. This is her name. So I'm gonna give it to her. You know, like, why do I have to pay you so I can have my fucking name and put it onto my account? Y'all get what I'm saying? So I think maybe like the following week, like it was a Monday or Tuesday, I hit her up and I told her I changed the name. So go ahead and get it for somebody else, snatch it up. She says, all right, thank you so much. And now she's Susan Lucci on IG. I changed my name to S. Lucci on IG. So I was S. Lucci for a very long time. Then one day I'm at the studio with you know, my brothers and these people. You got Solo Lucci and YFM Lucci. So I'm like, name change again. I changes the name again. So I was S. Lucci for a long time, okay? So once I left S. Lucci alone, I'm done with it because everybody wants to be a Lucci and really is not. I left it alone. And I said, I'm going to just go back. I'm going to go back to Lucci, but the original, you know. I started calling myself Erica Kane. I was Erica Kane for some years. Years. I even got to the point where I would just abbreviate it. You know, people be like, what's your name? I'd be like, E. Kane. And one day, I see somebody, they calling themselves E. Kane. So I'm like, okay, name change again. I changed my name again from E. Kane to just Kane. And I had I still have my clothing brand. I named my clothing brand under that name. It was the Kane Couture. So y'all, I'm rocking with the Kane Couture for about 2 or 3 years. One day somebody messages me and says, there's a girl that's using your name. Who's the girl? The person shows me everything. So I was selling clothes and the girl had just started to sell hair. But everybody knew the King Couture because everybody was buying. Everybody. I'm the king, the King Couture. This girl, her brand is the King Collection. It's time to rebrand. It's time to LLC. It's time to copyright. And I did all of that. And now I am La Oxia. Because everybody be, how do you pronounce that? It's La Oxia. That's the name of it. Can't nobody copy that. Nobody has that. So I know if I see somebody with it, your ass is getting sued. So, that's how I came up with Kane. I've been Kane for about 5 years. Some people still call me Lucci. Some people still call me S. Dot. Some people still call me S. Dot Lucci. Some people, they just call me Kane. Everybody's calling me Kane right now. Like, literally. It just comes natural. When I meet dudes, and I tell them my name is Kane, they look at me like, that's not a guy name. And I'm like, it's the name is for whoever the fuck it wants to be used by. That's who it's for. So that's how I came up with that name, Kane. And I am gonna copyright the name because I'm not changing my name anymore. Small story time. So another question. What made me decide to get into designing clothes? It started when I was a kid. I started designing fashion design when I was about age 9. Actually, just age 9. I had a classmate that had a sister. It's crazy I remember this so vividly. I had a classmate that had a sister that she used to design for different clothing designers. Like, she would sketch for different clothing designers. Whatever the sketches that she didn't like, she would give it to her sister. Her sister would bring it to school and pass it around to the girls and let the girls color it. But I was bullied a lot in school, so nobody wanted to fuck with me. She didn't want to give me a sketch to color because she was a hater. So I'm like, all right. So, because I am a prodigy child, I looked at how these sketches were created and made, and I said, I can do that. And I started sketching my own ish, bringing my own ish to school and coloring my own stuff. It got to a point where I actually started liking this. I'm watching fashion shows on TV. I'm asking to go to the fabric store so I can buy fabric and design my own stuff. Like, I'm hand sewing. My mom used to sew and my grandmother used to sew. My mom used to sew our clothes to go to like church and things like that. So I took a love to it, actually. I started making stuff for my friends, making stuff for family members, like birthdays, graduations, proms. I just was doing it. I'm practicing on them. They were my muses. And everything was going really good. And it just took off. I did New York Fashion Week a couple of times. I've designed clothes for a lot of celebrities. Yeah, I mean, I have a very long track record with designing dresses, designing clothes. When I first got into the game, that made it like a business, a career, I started designing clothes for exotic dancers. That's where everything took off from there. Once I got tired of designing exotic dancewear, I stayed with the regular women's ready-to-wear, custom wear, and things like that. And it's still going. Some days I get up and I be like, what can I wear? Don't want to wear anything in this closet, water ready. I'll go to my other closet, go in my fabric bin, take out some fabric, sew something in real quick, bam, there's an outfit. So that's how that started. what do I do on a typical day or like a weekend? So I like to call myself an interesting introvert. And I call myself that because I don't really, I'm partied out. I partied in New York when I was living in New York with my friends, and we was running around doing crazy-ish. Party. I was a party animal. There were some days I would go to the club, and straight from the club I was going to work. I couldn't even go home. Yeah, I was a party animal. So nowadays, I be in my crib. For the price of rent, that's a pretty steep investment. So I try to spend a couple of days in my crib, because you know that's a big investment. The price of rent nowadays and the price of groceries and all that. I stay indoors and I just vibe. I listen to music. I sew. I crochet, y'all. I make clothes from crochet too. Bathing suits, dresses, all that. And or I play, you know, I have animals. I have 3 cats. I play with the cats. I'll just be on the phone talking to family, you know, stuff like that. Like, I go out. I'm obsessed with Dollar Tree, so I'm always in Dollar Tree. That's really it. Like, my weekends, my time, it be lit on my own. And living here, like in South Florida, you know, I go to the beach because I don't live too far from the beach. I be at the beach vibing, yacht rides with friends, restaurants, regular stuff. Just chilling. That's what my day be like. And now I got this YouTube journey. I got a new family here, so I spend most of my time doing that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Somebody asked, where is Josh these days? Josh, I don't know. I'm gonna say I know, but I don't know. I try not to communicate with him as much because he's still that ticking time bomb. But my last encounter with him was maybe 2 or 3 months ago. He had hit me up. I didn't answer the messages on time, I guess. And we had like a little bit of exchange of words, and that was it. That was the last time I heard from him. You know, so I do wish him well, you know. But I don't know what he's doing or where he's at. I just know wherever he is, his life is still a movie because he's always into something. I got another question. Someone said, who was the worst ex ever? I'm messy. I'm gonna put all of them in one basket and say they were all crazy. Now, we're gonna say next level worse, like top tier, because they all running neck and neck. I'm gonna say Richard was the worst. And I'm gonna say that because Richard was a habitual liar, a cheater. Okay? He was controlling. Because I have stories for days about Richard. I'm gonna get to that very soon. Okay, I have stories for days about Richard. Richard tried to keep me like held hostage indoors. He didn't want me to go places. He didn't want me around anybody. There was a time where I went out to the club and this man drove to the club and was outside screaming my name until I came outside. So I'm gonna say Richard, okay, because that was really like my first heartbreak. That was the first time I ever got cheated on. And it really hurt. It really broke my heart. It really hurt me. You know, so, but it did groom me So when I got with the next person, I knew a couple of steps. And then when I was with this person, I learned from them. And when I got to the next person, so I've literally had 3 serious relationships out of my whole entire life. You know, when I love somebody, I love hard. So I believe in like long-term relationships. I'm not really into, oh, we're just gonna lay up and lay around and, you know, if you don't come into my life, you come into my life and let's build something together, you know. But I'm seeing, like, I saw most of these men, they didn't want that, or they didn't know how to have that, you know. So, and I'm not going to force anybody to want me or to want something with me. So once you show me your attention is on something else, go ahead, go, and I wish you the best. Literally. So the worst ex ever, it would have to be Richard. Even though, you know, Josh was toxic and Josh started turning into an abusive person, I'm gonna say Josh was the only ex that I had that actually, he did care about me. When I say, I'm probably like, what? When I say that, have you've been in a relationship with somebody that doesn't know how to defend you? So it's just like, I was in a relationship with Jarrell. Jarrell's family can't stand me, okay? They don't like me because I have a lot going for myself. So, and they're gonna say, they're gonna say that's not true, but trust me, because I've never done anything to these people for them to just one day just say they don't like me. You know what I mean? But I would always voice to Jarrell, like, you know, your cousin said this, your sister this, your brother that, you know, and Jarrell would just be like, oh, well, I didn't see them do it. Or half of the time it would be done in front of him, he still wouldn't say anything. You know, but with Josh, it was just like, Kane said this, and this. If I catch it, I'm gonna bust your ass. You know, just puts it in check straight off the rip. I'm gonna say, like, he was a bad ex, but the worst, it would have to be Richard. You know, Richard was out at Botanica's burning candles on me. His aunts, he was doing all kinds of stuff, y'all. Like, I'm gonna get into them story times with Richard, for real. Okay? He played a lot of mind games, try to make me seem like I'm crazy once I would figure out what the hell he was doing. So yeah, Richard got it. Richard was the worst ex ever. I'm gonna just leave it like that. He was the worst ex ever. And once I do them story times, y'all gonna be like, okay, I see it. I see the difference. So that's gonna answer that question. Somebody asked, do I see myself relocating again anytime soon? And if I do, what are the places? So, I think about that every day. I wouldn't say I'm a gypsy, but since I've been on my own, I haven't really found a place that says settle down, raise kids, be happy. I haven't found that yet. Where I'm at now is nice. I feel like I'm in the right place. Because it's a business, it's like a high business area. It kind of reminds me of New York because, like I said, y'all know New York is a city that never sleeps. I'm gonna say that about the area that I'm renting from now. It's noise all day long, literally. The only days that is like quiet, like once in a blue you hear something, is like on a Sunday. Literally, Sundays is just ghost town, quiet. But from Monday to like 2 a.m. Sunday, it's just noise, cars. I can hear yachts. The yachts blowing their horns. They're playing the Love Boat anthem or whatever freaking song, whatever they got going on. I have gators across the street from me in a little lake, so I can hear them at nighttime. Scats, himmies, motorbikes, slingshots. You got the party bus going up and down the street with Sexy Red playing, and it's just hanging from the party bus screaming. You got my neighbor upstairs. He does rain dance every freaking day to get it to rain. If you get what I'm saying, he's on the ceiling, on the floor, just going crazy. I like the area, so I do think about moving a lot. And if I did decide to move, I have countries in my mind, but I don't think I would ever act on it because I don't trust these countries. I don't know. I was thinking about Hawaii. Hawaii always comes to my mind like a place to move to. It's different, but I start thinking about negative things like volcanoes, tornadoes and hurricanes, which South Florida has that a lot. We just got over a bad storm, but I don't know. I think about Mother Nature. Mother Nature just swing through a lot of these places a lot. I also thought about Texas. I would really have to research for Texas, okay? Cause like I said, I'm a YouTube viewer too, and I be looking at a lot of those hood videos where like hood vlogs and stuff, and I'll just be like, I came from the hood. I do not want to be back in the hood, bougie Kane. So we got Hawaii and Texas. I would love to live in Dubai, even though I know Dubai is expensive and I cannot afford it. But I would love to live in Dubai. I don't know, or visit soon. I'm gonna visit there very soon. Maybe the Bahamas, but I would move there. I like tropical stuff. I've been to the A. I would never move back there again. I'm from New York. I would probably buy a house in New York and go there during the winter time so I could be around family for like holidays and stuff like that. But to live there again, nah. Nah, I got a love-hate relationship with New York. I love it. And somebody talk about it, I tell them off. But then when I go there, I'll be like, time to get out of here. 1 to 2 days the most. So, we got New York, Dubai, Croix, Hawaii, Texas. That's really the only places I probably would move to. I'm still thinking about it. I used to want to live in Cali, but I changed my mind. Cali got too much going on. So, yeah. And I did want to live in New Orleans at one point. I really did. But I'm scared because, like I said, I'm looking at the hood vlogs and stuff. And now visit, because I heard that New Orleans got some slamming food. And I like crawfish. I don't like crawfish in the shell because it looks like water bugs to me. It looks scary. So I like de-shelled crawfish. So, I'd probably visit New Orleans and stay for like a month or something just for the festivities and, to vibe and stuff like that. Because I love the accent. I love the food. And I like the Mardi Gras that be going on. I like that. So I have another question. Do I have any kids? I have 3 spirit children. 3 spirit babies. My oldest spirit child is 15. My middle spirit child is 7. And my last spirit child is age 1. So when I say spirit children, these are babies that I gave birth to, and they didn't make it. My first child was in 2009. He was born early because I told y'all I have a incompetent cervix. Okay, and when I had my first son, I didn't know what was going on and why that had happened until afterwards. The hospital was very reckless. They knew that I had an incompetent cervix. How I say they know is because once everything transpired, I got a lawyer to sue, and the records to this very day, there is no records that shows that I had a baby at this hospital, y'all. There is no records at all. And it's records, but it was destroyed. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, so that's one of my spirit child. He's 15. My second child, he was stillborn. He was born with a cord around his neck, so he didn't have a chance at all. And my daughter, she was born early. I was stressed out from her father and his family, and this is just a lot. But I had her early, and she didn't make it. She passed away from respiratory issues. So those are my spirit children. And when I actually meet a man, like my kingdom spouse, like my actual husband, I know that that pregnancy will be at ease and stress-free. So those are my children. This is my son's real feet print on my arm. I have my other son tatted, and I didn't tat my daughter yet because where I wanted her name tatted, the tattoo artist was, wanted to charge a bogus price. I wanted the tat here on my neck. Okay, I know it's weird, but yeah, those are my spirit children. So those are my kids. They're my guardian angels, and I know they watch over me. Do I want to have more kids? Yes, and I will. The second question in that question was, if you were given $1 million, what would you spend on it? Y'all probably gonna laugh. $1 million, I'm going to Dollar Tree. That's not the first thing I'm gonna do, but there's no order here. I'm going to Dollar Tree to rack up, because I tell you, Dollar Tree is my favorite store. I'm going to Walmart, because Walmart's my second favorite. Then I'm going to the sea to catch some crabs, some seafood, okay? I'm gonna buy a house. I'm gonna buy my mom's and my pop's a house. I'm gonna take care of my family at that time. And then I'll probably get me a little penthouse so I can watch to make sure I can see people before they see me. When I say that, I can see this motherfucking wigger think he's slick. He trying to sneak up on King. He trying to come to my house unexpectedly so he can ask for some bread. It's not going down. Get on the phone, call security. Yeah, it's a wigger. I just seen a wigger pulling up. Make sure that wigger don't make it nowhere to this floor. Y'all know I'm crazy. But if I had $1 million, I would invest into real estate. I would invest into a couple of things, lucrative things I know that would bring me back money and bring the other person some money. I take care of my family and make more money to go on top of that. Take care of my family. Do some donations for homeless, some non-profit organizations and things like that. And save the rest for a rainy day. Put more money on top of it. Sounds unrealistic, but it could happen. Oh, it was another question that I forgot to ask that came with when she asked me, one of my cousins asked me, what made me stop eating meat? I got really sick bad one day, y'all. I mean bad. And I thought I was gonna croak. This is how sick I was. I thought I was gonna croak, and I started watching all these videos because I'm really real life crazy. When something go wrong, when I start feeling like something is wrong, I used to run to Wikipedia, okay? And I know a lot of people do it, but I used to run to Wikipedia, type in my symptoms, and I'd be like, oh my God. Oh my God. This is what's wrong with me. This is what's wrong with me right here. This what's wrong with me right here. This is it. And my mother used to be like, my mother used to look at me and be like, if you don't put that motherfucking stay offline. She used to always say to stay offline. My brother would be like, you really on Wikipedia, bro, listening to that. And I'm like, this what's wrong with me. I got these symptoms. Get to the hospital and it be something else. So, I got sick really bad. Okay, and I discovered Dr. Sebi at the time. So I'm like, let me try this out. I didn't try Dr. Sebi's his whole regimen. I didn't try it, because I was young. I'm young. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna grind up grass and drink it with no sugar. So what I did was I went to the supermarket. I bought a shitload of kale, collard greens, spinach. I didn't buy no broccolis. My sister gave me this chart, acidic foods and non-acidic. And I followed that chart. And I basically nursed myself back to health off that diet. 2 months it took me. And after that, them whole 2 months, I lost so much weight, I started looking like a brackhead. Like real bad. People were saying I was on drugs. Still. That's everybody's favorite line to say about me, y'all. Everybody says I'm on drugs. But anyway, people saying I'm on drugs. Some people was thinking I was sick with something else. But nah, because I dropped weight. All my weight went down really quick, like fast. And after that, I started to incorporate rice and pastas into my diet so I can get the weight up a little bit. So my thickness is hereditary / come from eating candy bar. I tear candy bar up. I sure will. Cookies and creams, Reese's cups. Y'all seen that in my vlogs. I ain't even supposed to be eating that stuff because of my asthma, but so I just stopped eating meat because, like I said, when I was sick at that time, I went to see some type of herbalist, like an herbalist specialist or whatever. He had lived in Queens, but he came to the A. He was doing some type of seminar at the A, and I linked up. Me and some friends linked up with him. And the things that I was seeing, like he was showing me, like meat actually is aiding this sickness you have to keep going. So you gotta stop eating meat. Some people just can't eat meat. I was developing a lot of heart problems, kidney issues. Like I told you, I sit in the house. I go to the doctor, but I sit in the house. I be in my crib chilling. I build a comfortable home and I be in it. That's my investment because rent is not cheap. So going to the doctor, they like, your kidneys is soft, or your liver this and this and this. And I'm like, so when I was telling this dude, I'm telling him everything. He like, 2 months, go without no meat. No meat. No pasta, no snacks, no nothing. Just all raw vegetables. And that's what I did, y'all. And what I was sick with got out of my body, left. I recovered. And ever since that, I don't eat meat. I'll sit and eat a bowl of collard greens. I'll go and cook a pot of collard greens and I'll eat that whole pot. And my family, my friends, they be looking at me like, my father calls me a rabbit. He like, that's all she do is eat grass. You know, I'll eat salad. Once in a while, I'll eat crab legs. Or, you know, I'll throw 1 or 2 shrimps in the salad. Or I'll fry me up a piece of whiting. But my whole entire cabinet in my fridge is nothing but vegetables. That's all I eat. Vegetables, grapes, fruits, water. I'm a fish. So when I see my water section in the refrigerator it's getting skimped, I start feeling like a fish out of water. I'm like, time to get more water. So that's why I stopped eating meat, for health reasons. Okay, and it really did a good job. Okay, it even stopped my asthma from flaring up really bad. The reason why asthma is kicking my ass right now is because I've been eating chocolate. I ain't even gonna lie. And I'm not supposed to eat chocolate because it flares my asthma up. So anybody, y'all want to know any questions? If you got asthma, y'all want to know, hit that email. I'll tell you whatever you need to know. Well, how I stopped and get my asthma, I was sneaking. I was at a friend's house recently. They had a little, like a housewarming. And they had this bowl. And I kept watching the bowl. I'm walking past. I'm going to the deck, coming back in. I'm looking at the bowl like. And curiosity killed the cat. So I'm trying to get my asthma under control. So right now, I'm on a collard green and kale diet. And had collard greens, bowls of collard greens and all that. But I'm coming along really well. So that's why I stopped eating meat. I had a question, and this is from Vanna, my cousin, or my auntie. I don't know. I can't remember which family member she said she was, but Vanna 307. She requested this video. She has some good questions, okay? And a lot of the questions is kind of like the same ones that I got in my email. So I'm gonna just go straight into it. Seeing that you were in a abusive relationship, what advice would you give to someone who is in that? And she says that she has, a friend that's in abusive relationship. The boyfriend is narcissistic and abusive in every way. So, if you're in an abusive relationship, and this is for all women and men, because men get abused too, y'all. Really. If you're in an abusive relationship, abuse comes in all different forms. I'm not an expert, because I know I'm going to have some people that's going to come on here and they're going to want to hate. But I am somebody that was in an abusive relationship, and I'm speaking off my experience. And I'm just giving out pointers that could help. Abuse is abuse. It's mental, it's physical, okay? Mental abuse is typically what starts the physical. Now, the abusive relationship I was in, it started with mental. And once it came from mental, it went to physical. So when I say that, you have love bombing. I literally just told somebody about love bombing. They didn't know what the fuck love bombing was. And it's somebody that has intentions behind this, what they're doing. Somebody will come, they'll buy you $1 million worth of gifts. Oh, this is all for you. I love you. You're my only person in the world. It's just you. It's just you and me. I only want you. And I bought you flowers. I bought you candy. I bought you this. I bought you that. And your mind is becoming clouded. Your mental is becoming clouded. You're telling everybody, this is the best man in the world. This man bought me a car. This man bought me a house. This man gets my grass mowed 7 days a week. This man cooks dinner for me. This man cooks breakfast for me. This man is buying me 24 dozens of roses. This man is doing everything. Or this woman is doing everything. Because like I said, the roles is on both sides of the fence. Men are abused too. So this person is doing all of this. Everything. Because what woman and man don't want to be pampered and treated like a king and a queen, right? So in your head, you're like, this is the dream man. Tika voice. This is the dream man. This is the dream woman. This is the dream relationship. Once this person sees that you are on cloud 9 and your mental and your judgment is clouded and you can't see nothing else, and what they're saying, rose-colored glasses, you put them glasses on and you don't see nothing clearly. I'm seeing color. This person is seeing. You're seeing the picture, but you're not seeing it. Okay? That's clouded judgment. That's mental abuse. And once this person sees that they have affected your mental and they got you in this mind state, this is when the abuse comes. This person can wake up in the middle of the night or any time of the fucking day and start to treat you like the bottom of their damn shoe. And you'll be sitting there like, I thought, like, you didn't just, wasn't we just, you confused. You're stuck in your mental. You're confused. And this person to do this for days and days and days. And ladies and men, they know what they're doing. So don't ever have somebody sit and play in your face and tell you, oh, I don't know what got into me. I didn't mean to do that. That's not who I am. That's not me. I don't normally do things like this. Yes, they fucking do. They know what they're doing. These people will play with your emotions and sit back and watch you like deteriorate in your emotions. Like they watch your emotions crumble apart until you don't even know who you are anymore. I'm telling you, I've been there, done that, not doing it anymore. Now you have like the narcissism, the gaslighting. Somebody asked me, how can you spot a narcissist? Sometimes you can spot it and sometimes you can't. Because like I said, these people know how to mask. They know how to put a mask on and you will never fucking see it until they got you in their web and they got you where they want. So you'll never know you in a relationship or you with a narcissist until, like I said, one day they'll wake up, go in the bathroom, take the mask off, bam! It's a knock on the scene and he ain't leaving. Because a lot of them, they don't want to leave. They feel like they're the ones that they are discarding you. They have to discard you. There's no such thing as discarding them in their head. Okay? Because when you get up and you be like, you know what, Wicca? You know what, Itch? I'm tired of this. I'm getting I'm getting the fuck out of here. They're going to try and play with your emotions. The crying, I done had Wiggers cry in my face. Like tears. Like they was at a funeral. Crying. Voice cracking and everything. Oh my God, like, please. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I don't know. And yeah, I felt dumb. I felt stupid a few times. I'd be like, damn, I've never seen this Wigga cry before. Damn, like, okay, I'm gonna give him another chance. And 24 hours later, what's the Wigga doing? So that's what I'm saying. Like, don't fall for it. Do not fall for the tears. Please don't, because it's fake. It's a facade. It's just to get you back into the web and go through the whole thing all over again. The cycle all over again. So, to the friend that's in that abusive relationship, that man is not going to change. He's not going to change. Because this is what most women think. They think this man is going to change. They think one day things will get better. It's not going to get better. I'm telling you, it's going to get worse. And the worst could be you getting hurt, or you wake up one day fed up and end up hurting them. And now you sitting in somebody's jail. You know, so you need to get away. For that question, for your friend that's in that abusive relationship, things is not going to get better. Okay? The gifts will probably get better because you're going to buy a gift and say, I'm sorry. And in 24 to 48 hours, he's right back to the same person. Why? Because he never changed. He never had an option. He never had a thing. He never wanted to change. I'm just saying. So your best bet is to leave. And I know it hurts because you love this person inside and out. You unconditionally love the person. So yeah, it'd be hard to leave a relationship with somebody you fell head over heels for. Like you are in love with this person. You bend over backwards for this person. You're in love. But this person is not in love with you. They're in love with the idea of driving you to fuck insane. Because to me, that's all narcissistic people do. They thrive off of watching people go insane. I've been in a narcissistic relationship where this person kept saying I cheated on them. He started to come up with delusional ass scenery. I saw you cheating on me. I saw you doing this. I saw you doing that. And I'm like, no, you did. Because I didn't do that. Y'all, I was spending 2 months trying to prove to this person that I did not cheat. I didn't do what you claimed you saw me doing. I didn't. Only to find out this person knew I did not cheat and they did not see me doing these things. This is just something that you came up with. You got me in a web. You came up with this. And now you want to let me see her get out this web. Sit back and watch me lose my freaking mind to try to prove something that you already know. That's that gaslighting and narcissistic ish. So if you in a relationship with somebody, you're dealing with somebody and they're doing stuff like that, get the fuck out. Either you tell them that or you do that. Because it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. This person will keep coming up with different tactics to get you in your feelings, to stay in your feelings, so they can continue to attack your feelings. It's not going to get better, y'all. I'm telling you, and trust me. There's a wigger, I'm going to say man, and a woman out there for y'all that's willing to love you for you. You don't got to keep fixing your hair or doing this and doing that so Jaquan could really see that you love him. No. Because I just feel like if you love somebody and you show somebody you love them and they can't see that, then that's not the person for you. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, I really hate having these type of conversations because I notice a lot of bitter women, they only come to my videos when I'm talking about my relationships. They don't come to none of my other story times when I'm talking about the crazy ish that I did in my life. They only on the relationship videos and they want to talk down on me. Oh, why would you deal with a guy? Why would you deal with a guy? Why would you deal with a guy like that for so long? Like, you're just as dumb as him and this and this and this. These are people, y'all, the people that's leaving those comments, those are people that are getting cheated on while they're on my comment section. They're getting cheated on at that current moment. And these are people that is hurt in the inside from being cheated on or being abused and they don't know how to voice it. So to see somebody else talking about it, they're in their head like, damn, I went through that. Or I'm going through that. They're angry. So they want to spew it onto me. I don't mind talking about what I went through because, like I said, it's somebody else that's out there going through this. So to take it and hide it, sweep it under a fucking rug till the rug gets as tall as a mountain, and then people are gonna start seeing what's under the rug. Like, get out of here. That's not me. I don't care. People get mad at me because I talk about my truth and the things that I went through because they don't want it. They don't want me to talk about it because they don't want people to know who they really are, especially if they was involved in it. So I don't care. You know, so to your friend that's in that relationship, tell her to get the fuck out of there. That man don't love her. I don't care what he say. I don't care how many kids is involved. They can work through that, co-parenting and all of that. Ain't nothing gonna work unless she gets away from him. That's just it. And these are people, you know, like, they need mental help too. They got childhood traumas. They went through something in their life. And I guess they just want to make other people pay for it. And that's not how life works. It really isn't. I had another question that asked, how do you get away from an abusive partner? That's a good question because I used to say the same thing. I used to wake up and I used to look at this guy and be like, we both would be looking at each other like that. Like, I just feel like when I got to a point where I said, I don't care what happens to this person, it's either me or him, and I'm going to choose me. It was time to get away from this person. How I got away from, you know, the abuse, I never told my family what was going on because if they knew, it would be ugly. I would suggest how to get away is to start telling people what's going on. I wouldn't suggest like telling people that unhinged people, like when I say unhinged people, like people that actually love you and like they'll shoot their way out for you. Like people like that, I don't suggest you get them involved like by telling them. And I'm saying that because things can get violent. Depending on how abusive this person is, you know, things can get violent. They might want to fight, or they might want to fight you because you told this person this, because you have some people that are like, they're doing what to you? And they're going to want to go and fight this person right off the rip. Oh no, I'm going over there because I'm going to fuck him up. I'm going to fuck her up. And I'm in this and I'm in this. Just try to find people that don't have that type of attitude. Okay? You're going to need the goons for later down the line. But, you know, a counselor. And I say a counselor because they work for the city and the state. And they can send police to your house. You could be home. Just go home. Act regular. Police come. Police may show up in the midst of something going on. You never know. You know. But how to leave, you need a plan. Like, you need a strategy plan depending on how abusive this person is. Like, this person is like unhinged. Like just on your ass, trailing you everywhere, and you need a plan. You need a plan. And that movie is that movie with J-Lo. With J-Lo, Enough. That's my favorite movie. And I like that movie because exactly there's people that's really going through shit like that. And look at what she went through in that movie. Like, she really was trying to get away from her husband. Like, this guy, he just would not leave her alone. And that's how it be. Like, some people they just don't want to leave you alone. They just, you know, I'm not done abusing you, so you're not going anywhere. I really feel like that's how they think. But I would suggest you know, if you have a counselor or a therapist, which you will need one. I feel like everybody that's been in an abusive relationship, you're going to need a therapist or, you know, a counselor or a psychiatrist. You're going to need one. So try to find one that you feel comfortable talking to. And friends and family that's going to help you to get away. When this person goes to work, leave. Don't worry about clothes, material things that you can get back, because this is about your life right now. So you can't get another life. You can get another pair of shoes, you can get another purse, another earrings, or whatever, but your life, you can't get another one. Once you're gone, you're gone, unless you reincarnate into somebody else, you know. But I have a friend that was in a serious, like really, really bad relationship, abusive relationship. And yeah, I told her, like, when this wigger goes to work, when he gets to the job, because when he got to the job, he would call her and tell her he's there, and he would try to stay on the phone with her all throughout the day just to make sure that she wasn't leaving, or she wasn't this and she wasn't that. I told her, when he leaves to go to work, that first phone call to confirm that he's at that job, leave. And that's exactly what she did. And she never turned back. Now, if your person that you with does not work, you might need those unhinged family members. You might need 12. That's all I'm going to say. 12, I would call 12 first. Of course, they're going to lie and say, oh no, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. But you know, they probably, the police would suggest for one of y'all to leave. You know, but if you got trustworthy friends and family, include them into your plan to making a plan to leave. Do not stay there, because it's not safe, it's not dangerous, and things can go really bad for you. I'm telling you, it's not going to get better. It's not. You have some abusive people, they try to isolate you from your friends and family. That's literally like the first thing that they would do. They're trying to detach you from your friends and family, because they know that these people are your goons. These people got your back for anything. So they try to get you away from these people, so you have nobody to run to. Don't allow that to happen. If you see the signs of abusive person, don't engage. Don't continue. Don't think in your head they're gonna change, it's gonna get better, because it's not. If you see the red flags, take them and get the fuck out of there. Seriously. Do not stay there. I don't care how good the person look, how good the water hose is, okay, how good the couche is. It is not worth it. It's not worth it. You're just gonna find yourself later down the line trying to heal PTSD. You know, I have PTSD really bad, and I didn't want to believe it. My therapist kept telling me, you have PTSD, because of the things that I was telling her. And she's like, she had a dry erase board, and she wrote on the board and was like, this right here, this is showing this and this, and this is how I know. And I'm like, I'm looking at it. So I took a picture of it when I got home. I'm like, she right. Even, you know, when I was in a relationship with Jarrell, and Jarrell would come home, or Jarrell would come into a room, I would be on my laptop, or I would be on my phone, you know, and when I would hear the door open, I would take the device and throw it on the floor and be like, now I wasn't doing anything. I could have been looking at YouTube. I like to color on my iPad, like the little coloring things. You know what I'm talking about. I would be doing anything other than what he thought. But him seeing that, he would think that I was talking to a wigger, another wigger. It's not that. It's just that I was in a relationship before him, to where every time this person see me on my phone, they would come in and want to fight me for my, literally, physically fight me for my phone to see what I'm doing. So it was like a PTSD thing, you know. Even when I was at my mother, I caught myself doing it at my mother's house. That's how I said to myself, this therapist is right. So I still have certain things that trigger me. When Jarrell used to come through the door, the key coming into the door, I would have anxiety attacks. Not because Jarrell wasn't abusive, but I came from an abusive relationship. So when the abuser is coming in the door, I'm like, oh my God, there goes the fucking neighborhood. I know he gonna start something. So now I'm somewhere new and I hear a key coming into the door. I jump up, I'm having anxiety. Let me get in war mode. But Jarrell comes in, you won't believe what happened at work today. These motherfuckers, this and this and this and this. He's complaining about his job, but I'm worried, is he gonna start something with me? It's PTSD. So, you know, you just gotta recognize the flags. As soon as you feel like you're not being treated right, if this person says something you don't like, if anything goes wrong that you don't like, 86 the motherfucker and go. Find somebody else. Or just be alone. Just be single. Because I chose to be single right now. And trust me, I'm loving it. It's the best. I'm in this big behind bed. One of my cats sleeping here. I watch TV all night. My crime shows. I cook my little small meals. I go to the beach. I have a drink. Non-alcoholic. I hang with friends. I come home. Bada bing. Bada boom. Bing bong. Okay? I'm just saying. Somebody asks, is there any ex would you get back with if you feel like you can make things better? I would say yes and no. The Josh era, I don't regret anything. I don't regret Josh. I don't regret the relationship, because Josh helped me to be the person that I am today. And that's no cap. I feel like if I was never ever in a relationship with him, I would not be who I am today. Like, I wouldn't. And I feel like it's the same for him. It's a lot he learned from me too. You know, so I don't regret that relationship. Would I go back in a relationship with Josh? No. Because me and Josh bump heads a lot. Okay, we bump heads a lot. It's like two big ass heads in one small room trying to fit in that room. Okay? It's not gonna work. Jarrell. I was with Jarrell for 7 years. 7.5 years. It was like 3 months from being 8 years. I have good memories with Jarrell. Me and Jarrell was a I don't want to call him a square, okay, but he was not a street dude. He wasn't into the streets.
Hey, if your partner is being secretive with their phone, you need to do this now.
I probably would reconcile with Josh. I wouldn't, but I would not jump into a relationship really quick with him. Okay, I would want to reset. I would hit the reset button to getting to know him. Okay, I'll probably use 2 or 3 years of my time, if I felt like it, to get to re-know him. You know, going on dates and things of that nature. So yeah, I probably would. I have my reasons as to why I would say Jarrell. All the other wiggers, y'all can kick rocks. Okay? Especially the ones that said I was never going to be anything, or I'm ugly and nobody's never going to want me, and things of that nature. Yeah, okay. That too, ladies. Abusive people will say that too. To keep you in their web. Don't fall for that shit. Because you know you bad. I have another question where somebody asks, how can I get over the fear of being a content creator? Um, just practice. Like, I remember I told y'all I talk to myself. I don't know if y'all seen it on my live. I be talking to myself. But practice. Just while you doing your hair in the mirror or you in your house alone, just practice, or take your phone like in selfie mode and just like record little videos of yourself talking to yourself, talking about a topic or whatever, you know. The only way to get over fear is to just fucking do it. Literally, Nike. Like me and my friends be saying, get you a ring light, okay? Get you a camera or use your phone, turn it sideways, sit down in front of it, and just start talking. Talking the facts or whatever you want to talk about. And if you want to edit it, edit. If you don't, you want it to be raw, post it up there and not give up. Because that's what I do. Some nights I would sit the ring light up and I would be on my bed and I would just be talking, or when I would go out, I would record myself. Sometimes I feel scared or weird, like especially when I'm out and I'm doing vlogs, because people be like, I'm like, damn, you want to be in a video? Just say that. Yeah, if you want to be a content creator, just do it. Release the fear. The only way to get over the fear is to face the fear. And that is record yourself. Record yourself talking. Record yourself speaking the facts that you want to talk about. If you want to do record yourself brushing your hair and you not ready to say nothing yet, still post it. It's still content. People will still look at it. There's a lot of weirdos running around online, like they actually sit and watch you comb your hair. So yeah, to get over the fear is to just do it. So take it step by step, and one day just step on it and be like, this is what I'm gonna do. Don't let nobody tell you not to do it. They only telling you that because they can't do it. That's how I see it. I have so many questions. I'm just picking. Somebody asked, how many tattoos do you have and why? I have 18 tattoos. Every last one of them have a meaning. Why do I have so many? I got a lot of these tattoos whenever I was going through something in life. If I went through a breakup, I would go get a tat. But the tat would mean something, not about the breakup. So when I say that, it's because I was numb to pain, if you get what I'm saying. I was numb to pain. So I get a tat. I'm not going to feel none of that pain because of what I'm going through. So that's why I would go get the tat then. Is that a face tat? Yes, I have a tattoo on my face right here. I got this tattoo maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It did not hurt. It literally took the tattoo artist 2 minutes. Honestly, I was going to get a face tat of something else. And the tattoo artist said, you have a pretty face and I'm not putting that shit on your face. Okay. He kept it real with me. He was just like, I don't feel comfortable putting this on your face. I'm not gonna hold you. So if you want to come back or you want to think about it, like find something else, a little more subtle. Jarrell agreed because Jarrell was there too. Jarrell actually thought I was crazy when I said I was getting my face tatted. But once it was done, the tattoo artist said, I approve, this is nice. And your hair also hides it, which it did. So whenever I went on job interviews, I would have my, my lace fronts on and the hair would be covered. They wouldn't see it. But yeah, my face is tatted. that actually, some people, some guys, they see it, they think it's teardrops until they get a little bit closer. I had one guy ask me, is it like a female teardrop? Instead of putting teardrops, you just put hearts. So yeah, my face is tatted for that question. And lastly, because this is going to be a long video, I'm going to try to cut it. I like this question. This is from Admin Jean. She said, what moment or moments in your life defined you to as your present day self? And what advice would you give to your younger self? I'm going to say every last moment that I went through in my life is defines me of who I am today. And it might sound crazy, but every time I went through something, y'all, I would literally sit and be in, to this very day, right now, like when I do these story times, I just be like, yeah, it was dumb. And if I see somebody attempting to do that, I would try to, listen, been there, done that. Check scams, been there, done that. It's not worth it. Okay? Swallowing pills, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna let you know. It's a thrill. It's an adrenaline rush that comes in with these thrills when you're out doing this stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, you're running after adrenaline rush, you're gonna end up in somebody's jail or somebody's hospital or somebody's graveyard. So you just gotta think about those things, you know. So I feel like all those things I went through in life is who made me who I am today. Like disciplined, discernment is through the roof, everything. So the advice that I would give my younger self, Ma, if you're watching this video, because I know you're gonna watch it, excuse my language, because I said I was gonna stop cursing, and YouTube, just y'all don't flag this video. It's one video. The advice to my younger self would be, if you don't get your motherfucking ass in that house, get out that car, get out that trap house, get away from that nigga, get the fuck from over there, get your ass in the bed, because you got work in the morning, you got school in the morning. That would be the advice to my younger self. You know, I had to forgive myself. I had to forgive my younger self at some point. That was a process of healing, because I used to walk around mad at myself for a lot of the stuff that I did. And I feel good. So my advice to my younger self is, thank you for going through all of those things, because if you didn't go through all of those things that you went through, you wouldn't be this woman here today. You wouldn't know about life. You wouldn't know what's off the porch. You wouldn't know what's on the corner. You wouldn't know what's on the next block. Somebody come and present some illegal ish to you, you wouldn't even know. You just go for it and be like, all right, cool. So that's the advice to my younger self. Thank you. Thank you, younger Kane. I'm about to end this video, but I want to say to anybody that's going to watch this video, because I already know, like I said, politics and religion and relationships, I feel like, are conversations that I really don't like having with people, because everybody thinking pattern is a little twisted and off. If you don't agree with some of the things that I'm saying, because like I said, I have a lot of older women that they come on my videos when I'm talking about my relationships and they want to judge me. What's going on in your life to where you feel like you have to go to another black woman's platform and judge her for the things that she went through in her younger days of life. And she's okay with speaking about it. I feel like a lot of people need to heal. You're walking around with demons that you can't fight. You're walking around with other people's demons. And you're walking around with hurt in your heart. And all you know how to do is go on social media and throw it onto somebody else that is living their best life. It doesn't make sense to me. So, I already know. I have my friend, she's not an admin, but she's watching my page. She's watching my platform. So every time somebody comes here and writes some off the wall ish, she's like, yo, at such and such, blah, 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 blah. Okay? And I go catch it. I have my iPad. I sleep with my iPad in my bed. It light up. I go look at it. I see some hating ish. Block and delete. I'm not arguing because that's what these people are looking for. They're looking because they're miserable and they're unhealed and they don't know what to do with themselves. So they're looking to have an argument with me. Once upon a time, I was the wrong person to argue with because I don't stop. I don't stop. Okay? And because I know who I am when I get to that level, I just avoid it. I don't have time. I hit the block button real quick. Of course, I'm going to read it. Shut the fuck up. This is what I'm saying to them and hit the block button. Keep going about my day. But yeah. So I'm just asking. You can view this video. Talk about it amongst whoever you're sitting around. Do not come on my comment section and write anything off the wall. Because I'm going to report you. I'm going to block you. And then I'm going to pray for you. Because that's what a lot of y'all need. If you like this video, all things the Kane, give this video a thumbs up and leave some comments. I'm sorry I couldn't answer. I had a lot of questions in my email from strange people. I don't even know if they've subscribed. I don't know. But I answered what I could answer. And that's the end of this video. I got a story time that's coming up. It'll be on here probably tomorrow after that's edited. Thank you to my subscribers for interacting. My family. Once you subscribe, you a family member now. So you gotta pick. You wanna be a cousin, you wanna be an auntie, you wanna be an uncle, you wanna be a brother, sister, niece, nephew. We all family around here, okay? I don't want no negativity on my channel. It's all positive and transparent over here. So if you're going through something that I went through, don't be afraid to talk about it here, because I'm not a judgmental woman at all. I mean, who the hell am I to say why would you stay with a man for 10 years and the man's going upside your head? It's a reason why that woman is still around this man. Like I said earlier in the video, y'all go take a look at it. So please, to all the miserable females, if you're miserable, your man is cheating on you, or every man you get with is cheating, or you can't keep a man, because it's not the men. I don't have negative comments from men. It's women. Unless it's a man on a woman's platform. I don't know. Okay, but if you don't like the video, do not write anything. Because if you write something, your ass is out of here. You'll never see Kane face on the tube again. So, with that being said, give this video a thumbs up. If you liked it, leave some comments. Talk to me in the comments. Talk to me nicely or don't talk to me at all. You hear me? If you don't like this video, give this video a thumbs up and keep it moving. Scroll to the next video. Until then, I'm going to see y'all in the next video, which is another story time. But like I said, if you on the phone, if you texting, if you outside, if you at a party, wherever you at, don't forget to tell a friend, to tell another friend, to tell another fucking friend that the Kane is on the motherfucking tube. Peace.
Best of luck when I come around the block, 'cause they go